gentlemen, it is finally time. This is the video that a lot of you guys have been asking for and waiting for. So today in this video, I'm finally going to show you my final fitting of my new Daniel George custom suit, so stick around. Okay, it's great to see you, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. So for a little bit of context and some of the backstory, you may need to go watch the part 1 video where I go to San Francisco to meet Daniel in person and go through the complete measuring process and fabric selection for this new custom suit. So I'll drop a link to that one right up here and also down below in the description. So if you feel like you want to go watch that one and come back, that's totally fine. Or you can watch this one first and then go watch that one afterwards. But whatever you do, stick around to the end of this video because Daniel has a pretty big announcement that you definitely want to hear. Okay, so I went on and on in the last video about the entire experience that I had and how personable Daniel is in person. And I mentioned it again in this video. And just for the record, like I mentioned before, I'm not receiving a single penny for making this video or talking about how great the overall experience was. But now in full disclosure, as I mentioned before, I did receive the suit free of charge. But if the experience wasn't great, or if Daniel and his staff wasn't completely on top of their game, I just wouldn't mention it in the video, right? I'd probably just sort of talk around it. But look, we were with Daniel for hours and even had dinner with him twice. So if there were any signs that he wasn't a good guy, I would have spotted it, but I didn't. All right, so a few weeks ago, I flew back to San Francisco to see the suit in person and go through the final fitting and bring the suit home. Now, a lot of you guys who follow me on Instagram saw some story videos with me showing some of the teaser shots of the suit at that time. And by the way, guys, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, you totally should, because I'm always doing something on Instagram stories. So anyway, I'm glad the day has finally come to show the suit to you guys. Now, he also surprised me with 2 dress shirts, 4 neckties, and this beautiful pair of gray leather dress shoes. So what you're about to see is me trying everything on and then having Daniel and his tailor make a few final tweaks. I really hope you guys enjoy watching this. I'll come back in a minute. Holy moly, I think that's good.
All right. So far, I like everything I see.
Right.
And here's what we do at Daniel George. We make everybody's pants a little too long because most people wear their pants too long. And then we plead with you to shorten them.
Yes.
So in my opinion, especially with the cuff, which you can like or dislike, the cuff is everywhere in Europe. It's all over PT Uomo in Italy. It's about the break. So when we do a cuff, we want it to just gently sit on the shoe.
Right.
So what I'm suggesting is we're going to shorten that about 1 inch.
Good.
And I'll be happy with that. It'll be clean, but it won't be too short. I don't like it silly short.
Right, yeah. And
These are too long right now.
Right about,
Yep.
just, yeah.
That's
Right.
it. And then you like the cuff?
I'm fine with the cuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Because
totally cool with
if you don't like the cuff, it's easy to remove.
Uh-huh.
I'm wearing the cuff. I like a deep cuff. The gray shoe with the gray suit is stunning. There's hues or nuances of blue in that, which ties it all together. I love the silhouette of the pant. It's not too trim, but it's trim by suit standards.
Right.
Feels a little loose in the waist.
Yeah, we'll take it in, if you can, just a little bit.
About a 1/2 inch, that where I'm pinching now.
Yep.
The shirt is 100% cotton, so it's going to shrink. It comes in a little bit big. In about 5 washings, it'll fit perfectly.
Okay.
So this is what I want to see. It looks great.
Cool.
So I've chosen this taupe tie to dress up the look. I don't know if you can see this, but the shirt's actually polka dot. We did a white collar, but not a white cuff. And the polka dot makes it a little more fun and less banker. Less business and a little more fun. My goal is to have you looking like a Swiss billionaire.
I'll take it.
Collar's a little big, but not too much. So that's the shrinkage allowance I want to see right there.
Good.
Because once that shrinks up, it'll be about a 1/2 inch smaller in the neck.
Perfect.
So this complements your tones. One of your followers mentioned something about you being washed out in a lighter gray suit, and I don't disagree with him, but if that were the case, you couldn't wear a light or a medium gray suit, and I don't subscribe to that at all. It's about breaking it up with color. The body of the shirt is what brings color into the ensemble, and then the tie kills it. I love this tie. It's not for everybody, but that's my idea of a good time.
All right, here we go. Look at the lining. I want you guys to see this lining. This is so cool. If you remember from the last video, we picked this out, and I think it's spot on.
So I love this lining.
Yeah.
It reminds me of one of my nightgowns when I was a little girl.
Nice.
Right?
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yes. I don't know how you should feel.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
So this looks like you were tailored on Savile Row. Period. That's it.
Nice.
This is exactly what I want you to look like. I love the cutaway collar,
Holy moly.
but I see the need for two little tweaks.
Okay.
And this is it. So I think the sleeve length is spot on. We make this cuff a little bigger for your watch. I want to bring the silhouette in just a little more.
Cool.
And what I'm pinching is a total of maybe 3/4 of an inch. Remember when we talked about the button stance and
Yep.
the pulling, one button not matching the other, the
Yeah.
buttonhole? So that's what I'm seeing right here with the whiskers.
Okay.
So your left shoulder's a little bit lower, it's creating that.
Oh, I totally, because if I do
Yep.
this, it gets worse.
Yep.
If I go back this
Yep.
way, it fixes it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I want to take this in a little bit. Will you call Lily, our tailor? And then there's just the slightest little collar roll. If you want to look at this right here, and it's so slight, we're just going to take this up into the collar just a little bit and make it perfectly clean. And we do that by opening this seam. And generally that's pretty standard operation. But that's it. Shoulders really clean.
Hello.
That's Lily.
How are you?
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
John.
you.
Right, so we already talked about what we see, what we like, and what we don't like. We're going to shorten the trousers.
Uh-huh.
There's a button stance or button placement issue, about a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
We're going to check sleeves. Because one minute they look perfect, and the next I feel like maybe we want to
Okay.
shorten left just a hair,
Yeah.
maybe. Make sure it's not the watch.
Okay.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels significant, but it feels light.
Well, it's a year-round weight.
Yeah, it doesn't feel crunchy or like, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like,
Yeah.
it feels like I'm wearing a shirt more than I'm wearing a jacket.
Right on. But this is as dressy as it gets. You've got the white collar,
Yeah.
the solid satin tie. You mean business right now.
Okay.
These are minor adjustments
Yeah.
and the kind of thing we expect. And normally we have this done in about a week. But in your case, since you're down in San Diego and I'm up here,
Exactly.
we're going to have it ready tomorrow morning.
Special treatment. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we chatted a little bit about that, and that normally, you know, fitting, and then if there's any alterations after that, it takes, like you said, like a week.
Generally a week. The total process generally takes 7 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. We're going to take the waist in just a little bit too, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Lily, he thinks his pants might fall down if we don't take the waist in.
Okay. Okay.
We don't think that's a good look, and it's not really good for our brand or image.
Just like that.
Yeah, that way
You
I
feel
know.
like
Yep, I
better,
feel it's
right?
more secure.
After 3/4, is that what it is?
Yeah. The seat is perfect.
And those shoes are sick.
And they're comfortable, right?
Yeah, they really are.
Keep in mind they're slick, so they need to be scuffed up outside.
Yep.
Or you'll slip and fall.
What do you think?
I'm into it. I'm into it, but not too much because
Yeah.
I sort of like the
Yeah.
panache of the width just a little bit.
Yeah, we can
So-
take it in a little bit, you think?
Yeah.
From the knee down.
The knee down.
From the
Okay,
knee down.
perfect. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
All right.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shirt looks perfect, right?
He's kind of cute for a dude.
Okay, so what do you think so far? Guys, I really hope you're enjoying this little inside look into the custom suit process. Please leave me a comment and let me know some of your thoughts so far. In the next segment, we try on both shirts, a few neckties, and Daniel talks a little bit about color. Also, I want you to take note when I talk about the trouser pockets. It's a little detail, but it makes a huge overall difference in the comfort and the fit. One other thing that you might notice coming up is that the jacket has already been pinned in the back for the minor adjustments that he was talking about. So obviously, if you spot that, this is not how the jacket will look when it's finished. Another thing that I wanted to mention is all of my garments were ready in just 5 weeks. And remember, stay until the end of this video for Daniel's announcement.
What do you think, Lily? Should
I
we do
think
it?
it's good. Should
You
do
do?
it. Yeah.
But you always say nice things. You never say, Daniel, you're a hack. You should become a dog walker. You never say things like that.
They're more in front of me than like directly on the side of me.
So we do a besom pocket
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And it feels like your hand just,
naturally.
yeah, instead of it reaching back to have the pocket like back here, they're a little bit more forward and it just is so comfortable.
Yeah. Also, this pocket can keep the pant more fragile.
Yeah, and they don't end up billowing and
Yeah.
puckering out on the sides
Yeah.
like that.
You should come work for us. You're way too excited about these pockets.
very cool.
So I love the pop of color. Again, kind of breaking up the monotony of the softer tones.
Well, not Easter, but just
Not
Oh,
too
see,
Easter.
that's cool.
Isn't that nice?
That's really cool. Come on.
But I'm with you. I like that that's different.
Yeah.
I like the green. It's like the perfect green. If it were a deep green or an emerald green, it would not look nice at all. But the pop is refreshing, right? So let's do lavender shirt and the next tie run.
Okay.
And the lavender shirt, I don't think people realize lavender's everyone's color. That looks tremendous on you.
That looks great. What do we think?
And your hair, everything is so perfect color-wise. I'm tapering the sleeve just a little bit at the bicep. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more. So kind of like how I'm holding the sleeve is how I want it to finish. And that's just taking this seam in from elbow to the sleeve head right here. Again, minor surgery, but important. And then the adjustments we're making today go in your file. So the next time, there's either less tailoring on the back end and or you walk out with it.
Right. I just love how he's making all these little small tweaks to get the suit just perfect. So to the average person, the suit probably would have looked just fine as it was when I first tried it on, but the difference is all in the measuring beforehand, the custom work by hand, and the minor adjustments during the final fitting. A little nip, a little tuck, a ½ inch here, a ¼ inch there makes a world of difference. Okay, so pay attention to this next bit because Daniel is about to reveal a very generous giveaway.
I like to have you sit in the suit so that you can either complain about being uncomfortable or tell me how remarkably comfortable you are sitting.
It's remarkably comfortable, and I'm not just saying that.
I feel like I'm leading the witness.
No, it's actually, it's very, I'm sort of sitting on the edge of the chair for the camera purposes, but
Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
it's very comfortable. And like I said earlier, the jacket feels more like I'm wearing a shirt. It doesn't feel thick or stiff or overly structured. It feels like I'm wearing a shirt.
So it's bespoke, and that's part of the comfort, and that's what people don't understand. That's what the word means. So it's hand sewn, that it moves, and it begins to build shape around your body as kind of a second skin. A lot of people use the word bespoke incorrectly.
Right.
Bespoke is handmade.
Yeah.
Also, the fabric is Super 160s. That has a lot to do with that shirt feeling. And it's not like at the end of the day, look, if you have a 12 or 14 hour day in your suit, you're going to want to rip it off the minute you walk in. But my instinct when I'm wearing a comfortable suit, which I'm doing the same, I'm wearing a Super 140 Scabal cloth that's full bespoke, very, very comfortable. So my instinct isn't to take the coat off every time I have a break or an interval between clients.
Right.
Because it's comfortable.
And it's great. I feel like there's room for my shoulders to, you know, sit or slouch, or slouching's not that great, but
we do it.
to sit comfortably, it feels good. It feels better than probably any jacket that I've ever had on.
Right. I want you to feel comfortable, fully dressed at all times. Now, provided you're not driving a car, that's when you hang the jacket in the back seat to keep it from wrinkling. But I'm thrilled with the way you look, and comfort is a part of this. A suit should not be as comfortable as pajamas, let's face it.
Right.
But it's nice if it is, and if you think so, then I'm thrilled. I do want to mention this for your followers.
Yes.
We talked about this.
We talked about this, and so what are we doing for my audience?
Okay, so I've already read some comments that are very nice and makes me want to know these people more. You've got great followers.
Yeah, I do.
So we're going to choose 2 people based on their responses. One is going to get a complimentary suit, and the runner-up is going to get a complimentary sport coat.
Okay.
That's just for commenting, and we're not encouraging you to comment positively or negatively. We just like the comments, and I believe 99% of the comments have been awesome and very flattering to both you and me.
Everyone really liked the first video that we did. So, and by the way, guys, if you haven't seen the first video, I'll put a link somewhere on the screen and also down below in the description box. Go take a look at part 1, and that was when I was here a few months ago and we did the overall fitting and went through that entire process. That video is fantastic. So we're going to pick 2 people
from both videos.
So if leave a comment over there and leave a comment here on this video, and we'll go through and pick. We'll do either a random gen selection, or we'll chit chat on the phone and we'll just pick someone that we like the comment.
Chit chat.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning, chit chat, that the person is required to come to our San Francisco or Chicago location, and there's no expiration date. So if you live in town, that's great, but what a great reason to plan a little weekend vacation.
Yep.
We'll get you on calendar, and we'll go from there.
That's amazing. Did not have to do that, but I think that's fantastic. Yeah, that's really, really cool.
It's a lot of fun for us to do things like that.
Yeah.
Especially people that think they can't afford it, and we didn't get into pricing too much, but it's more affordable than you might think, but it's not in everyone's budget, and it's not for everyone. So to actually pick 2 unsuspecting people, well, now they'll be suspecting, but it's definitely something that we enjoy doing.
Yeah. So let's say 2 weeks from publish date on this video, we will get together and select a winner. Or I might just leave it up to you, who knows?
And I wanted to add one more thing, and it's sitting right here. The Rake magazine is next level. This has nothing to do with, we're not in the Rake, we don't advertise in the Rake. I might one day, but great information that's next level.
Terrific.
So if you're not sure and you're ready to revamp wardrobe, everything in there that's suggested primarily is pretty expensive, but there's always ways to do this less expensively. It's a great idea book.
Look at that.
Beautiful stuff.
I want that. That's next.
It's easy. We make everything in this magazine essentially.
That's amazing.
So this is what I read when I'm keeping up on things, and a lot of fashion magazines don't exactly do it for me so much anymore.
Interesting.
It's more advertising than anything else.
Right.
I love the Rake.
Cool.
I love the Rake. Good info.
Good tip, man.
All right, well, you look terrific, sitting, standing, walking, or otherwise.
Very good. Thank you. I think this whole experience has been really fantastic, and you guys, if you're in San Francisco or Chicago, or can get yourself to San Francisco or Chicago, and you're interested in a custom-made suit or jacket, I highly encourage you guys to go check out Daniel George. Everything's been amazing, and not just because we did this, but it's truly been fantastic. The entire staff, the accommodations, everything has been really fantastic, so thanks. All right, gentlemen, you heard it. He's giving away a custom suit and a custom sport jacket, and all you have to do is hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment on this video. Now, to increase your chances, you can also like and leave a comment on the part 1 video that I'll leave the link for down below in the description. Now, 2 weeks following the published date of this video, both winners will be selected and contacted. Now, it's critical, guys, that you have your email address or some contact info in your YouTube profile about section, because otherwise we would have no way of contacting you directly. One more thing I wanted to add, because I know Daniel is going to be watching this, but dude, thank you for everything, man. I am beyond thrilled with how this suit came out, and the entire process was amazing. And one other thing, guys, I wanted to mention to you that Daniel has his own fragrance made in Italy called Tiroso. I've been wearing it a lot lately. It's very nice and it lasts a very long time. It sort of reminds me of a fresher version of Creed Aventus with the mass appeal of a Dior Sauvage, but with more citrus notes. It's very clean, it's very masculine. Guys, go check out the shop page at Daniel's website, link down below if you want to grab some, because it is very good and it's also very affordable. Gentlemen, thank you for watching. I know this was a long one, and if you made it this far, I do want to thank you and let you know that I appreciate you spending your time with me. Now, if you're a subscriber and you have the bell notification turned on, I'll see you in just a few days, guys, for a brand new video. But until then, live well, and I'll see you soon.